I will start with giving you an overview of our data protection law. It is called the Personal Data Privacy Ordinance. Being the first in Asia, our law was enacted in Hong Kong in 1995 and became effective in 1996. Substantive amendments were introduced to the ordinance in 2012. The major amendments include a complete revamp of the regulatory regime for using personal data in direct marketing. And also we have introduced a legal assistance scheme. Like many other jurisdictions, our ordinance is principle-based and also technology-neutral. Indeed, our office supports innovative technological development and the free flow of information and data. However, we are also mindful that our support will not be at the expense of the derogation of the fundamental right of personal data privacy. And our office, the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data Hong Kong, is independent of the government, and it was set up under the ordinance in 1996, and vested with the sole regulatory powers to enforce the ordinance and to promote its compliance. Both the public and private sectors are bound by our ordinance. Now we go to the 6 data protection principles under our ordinance. These principles have actually made reference to well-known international standards, including the 1980 OECD Privacy Guidelines and the 1995 EU Directive. And these principles govern the whole personal data cycle, from collection, accuracy and retention, data use, data security, openness of privacy policy, as well as the right of access and correction of data.
Can I clarify, Catherine?
Yes.
Use includes disclosure, doesn't it? That principle?
Yes, you're right. Use include disclosure and data transfer. Yeah. And I must stress that breach of any of these principles itself is not an offense under our ordinance. In fact, our office does not have any power to impose any fine or award any compensation in case of breach. So how do we enforce these principles? Now let's look at the enforcement powers of the privacy commissioners. Well, for the purpose of monitoring and promoting compliance with the ordinance, our compliance team will carry out inspection of organizations' personal data system, and we will make recommendations on the improvement